The banks in Cyprus are open again after being closed for 2 weeks. As you would expect, people are queuing up to withdraw their cash, but there's no sign of panic, either on the streets or on the markets. I'm Jamie McGeever and this is today's Market Pulse. Well, let's get a sense of what's happening on the ground in Cyprus. I'm joined now by Marshall Gittler. He's Head of Global FX Strategy at INFX in Limassol. Marshall, the banks are open, but from what we can see from our TV pictures coming through from Nicosia, no panic at all. Is that the same in Limassol, where you are?
Well, yes. Although there are restrictions on how much you can get out of the banks, the fact is that it's cumulative. So if you don't take out your 300 euros today, you can take out 600 euros tomorrow. Perhaps some people feel that they should just avoid the crush and go tomorrow and take out their 600 euros. Or perhaps people have been taking money out all this time and don't really need the money. In any event, the banks that are safe, and the banks that aren't safe are going to be closed down.
OK, we'll come to the banks shortly, but as I said at the top there's no sense of panic either on the streets or in the markets. Just looking at the euro, it's back above 128. No. OK, it's down this week, but I mean, it's hardly a collapse.
No, not at all. It's moved around today a bit with the German economic data coming out. And I think there seems to be some recovery in sentiment in Italy, and that's probably supported the euro. That's why it's moved up higher. The euro dollar has moved higher than the opening. OK, we'll come to Italy again just in a second, but I gather you're bearish on the euro. You would be a seller of euros. Would you be selling against the dollar, dollar sterling, or the yen? The answer is yes. Maybe not against the yen, but definitely against the dollar. Probably even against sterling. Sterling certainly has its own problems, but I don't think they're as bad as the euro's problems. The problem is it is not an optimal currency zone. I mean, this is nothing new. The people were warning about this before they went into the euro. It's only that it's taken 15 years for the problems to become evident. So. I don't think these problems are going away. You know, it's Cyprus today, it'll be Italy tomorrow, Spain the day after. Well,
talking of Italy, the markets appear quite sanguine on Italy as well. I mean, if there was real sense of panic about the electoral uncertainty, you would see that in the bond spread, certainly versus Spain. And we've got a chart that shows we aren't seeing that at all.
Well, if you're looking at the spread to Spain, that just may indicate that people are equally wary about Spain, so that while Italian bonds sell off, that Spanish bonds sell off too. Although I noticed Spanish yields were up 6 basis points this morning. They're down 3 basis points now. Sentiment seems to have turned around there. I don't know why. Maybe this morning Italian business confidence came out. It was better than expected in March. Maybe businessmen feel the government runs better without a country. Or the country runs better without a government.
That may be the case. Let's get back to the banks. Again, this is all about the banks, and we've got a chart that shows the spread between subordinated bank debt against senior bank debt. And as you would expect, there's widening of it. But again, nothing major.
Well, there are a variety of banks. Some banks are safe, some banks aren't. If you're looking at the indices that will aggregate all of them, I think perhaps people are just expecting things to go on this way for a while, and the push won't come to shove for some time.
OK, just to finish up, obviously it's a long weekend. It's Easter weekend. Do you expect calm in the markets at the start of next week, or a bit more volatility?
Well, I think a lot depends on this evening. Will they be able to form a government in Italy? If they don't, does that bring confidence back or erode confidence? But yes, the Cyprus crisis is now certainly a crisis for Cyprus itself, but the threat to the Eurozone is gone for the time being. Italy is coming back to the fore, but then again, it's been a problem for some time. So perhaps we will see some calm returning to the markets. All the known unknowns are now known, I would guess.
OK, on that note, Marshall, thank you very much. That was Marshall Gittler in Limassol.